customers, this is our month to just really just shower you with love because we do appreciate you so much. And I love being here to launch a day with Marla because she is one of my favorite designers and favorite people for that matter. And I know a lot of you feel the same way. So we're gonna talk about another new piece. This is a gorgeous, it's a chiffon shrug. It's the coolest thing. If you just like a little bit of upper arm coverage and just something that special layered piece, it just really adds a touch of class. We've got this for you in almond, black, and chambray. They're 20 inches in the length, and they're hand wash and easy to care for. But it's got that beautiful 2-ply center front placket that's just beautiful.
This is called trapunto stitching.
Trapunto, yes.
Trapunto. And it anchors this. I have to tell you something. I have been making these every summer. There's just certain pieces that are classics. Like we've got our unstructured chiffons for the summer. We've got our take on a really cool utility jacket in the chiffons. But we do this every year because it is the perfectly piece. Hello, Marla. Find your words. It's the perfect piece to just layer over a t-shirt.
Anything. Oh.
Or you can put it over the chiffon. So let's see how the girls have got it styled. And I'm just going to keep changing clothes all night long because I can't decide which one I want to wear the most, right? So this is the dressy look, right? Because you've got on the little sleeveless tank. But I love the chiffon. These two colors together they both are the exact same Pantone, but the chiffon takes it in a different way, so you get a slight tonal look. This is a very casual way of wearing it, right? Cute shoes. Yeah. They're mine. They're yours now? Right, they're really comfy, aren't they? I know, so comfy. But this is a great way when you're running around, you're walking the dog, you're going to see your grandkids, you're visiting friends, you're having lunch with the girls, it's a hot day, but you don't want to have your whole arm exposed. This is like, think of it as like a very lightweight sleeves please piece.
That's it.
That we love to do. Now, let's say you're going out, but you're not really sure how you want to dress and what the vibe is going to be. And again, here's an interesting way, I think, to split the difference because you've got this little chiffon shrug, which, by the way, this is a chiffon tank that we have for you that has its own little layering piece right under it. But this is a really great way you're going out to dinner with friends, you're going to be, it's kind of an alfresco dinner kind of event. This is the perfect thing to wear with a pair of jeans because it elevates the jeans. It's dressy, but not too dressy. So kind of middle of the road, totally cash, and going somewhere special. So all those alternatives with one piece.
And you know what? I think people know to look for your new collections because we have less now than 300 of any one of these colors.
Really?
Yeah. It's definitely one of those, like I said, people look forward to.
People do them. People have been buying them for years. And, I hate to bring you things that there's just some things that need to come back. Speaking of things that come back, can I tell you what my daughter did in every major European city we visited?
Oh, boy.
Every night she'd go, I'm going to a listening bar. And I'm like, a listening bar? What is that? And she goes, we listen to vinyl records.
Oh, that's so cool.
And I'm like, I felt like such a golden oldie. It's like, whatever is old is new again.
I love that. Oh, my son is totally into it.
Freaking out, and it's all our music.
I love
because here's the thing, their music's all digital, Spotify, Whatify, I don't know, right?
There's something about the sound of that crackle on the vinyl.
There is. So there you go. So this is my golden oldie. I love this piece.
It is. It's truly
a solution.
I'm so glad you mentioned the sleeves, please, because remember, I think you and I launched that one night, years ago. It was like the #1 bestseller of the entire show. Everyone was like, that is the coolest thing.
They work really well. And what goes into these pieces, just so you know, is there is French seaming on the inside. The trapunto stitching all has to be done, each line by line by line.
And they're completely perfect.
Perfect.
We can get close on this color.
That's really good workmanship.
It is.
That's good work.
Precisely what I was trying to say earlier. That's why I know when you get your garments, you inspect them because this is not the kind of quality you expect at these prices.
I could do these for much less, but you'd have no trapunto stitching.
Right.
You'd have open seams. And the other thing that you would have, because the thing with chiffon is it's very, very tricky to sew because it's typically not
So
stable. Now, one of the reasons that I use this crepe chiffon hand is it's a little bit more stable so that when we do the stitching along the bottom, look, it really is impeccable. And if it's not, I want you to write to me, let me know, and return it. But I'm telling you, this is what it's going to look like.
Well, you are in for a treat, and I know many of you realize that. But those of you who are just jumping in on the Marla Wynne collection tonight, you're going to be back for more. I can guarantee you that. Worth every dime you spend on the garments that you get, because they're well made. They're so, I mean, just so sophisticated.
And these are,
and easy to
much
wear.
like this jacket, these are pieces that go with everything. You can dress it up the way Victoria is, you can be casual the way Kenya is, or you can split the difference the way Angie has it styled. And really it's about jewelry too.
Which we have plenty of beautiful Marla Wynne jewelry on hsn.com. We only have a few pieces scheduled in our show tonight. Will you have jewelry throughout the day tomorrow?
I will.
Great. Do you know what time?
No.
Okay.
No, I don't. Listen, here's how it works. Lexi calls me and says, "You are up and out of bed." And I go, "Yes." And she tells me when to be downstairs, and I show up, and then I get in the car and I come here, and they tell me what dressing room I'm in. I go, I put on what I'm told to.
So you sometimes actually do what you're told to?
More and more, I've become like, they've broken me. They've broken me, and now I just do what I'm told.
Well, we move on. This is, again, if you want any one of the three colors, almond black or the dark chambray, grab them while you can. Very, very limited today.
That necklace you just saw on